When I turned 15, Clara said I was old enough to go to a boarding school. I remember the day she told Dad. "Fred," she said softly, pretending to care, "Laura needs to focus more. She'll do better away from home." Dad just nodded. He didn't even look at me. I wanted to say something, to beg him not to send me. But he looked tired, like someone who didn't want another argument. So I packed my things and went. At first, I thought maybe she was right. Maybe I would study better. But the truth is, I felt alone. Every night I missed home, even though home didn't feel like home anymore. A few months later, Clara gave birth to a baby boy. They named him Jaden. Everyone was so happy. Even the house staff said it had been years since they saw Dad smile like that. He'd send pictures of him holding Jaden, proud and full of love. I looked at those photos from school and whispered to myself, "He looks happy. That's all that matters." But still, I missed him. One weekend, Dad came to visit me at school. He sat across from me, trying to start small talk. "How are you, Laura? Are they treating you well here?" he asked. I just nodded. "I'm fine, Dad." He looked at me closely. "You've lost weight." "I'm okay," I said again. I didn't want him to feel guilty, but deep down, I was tired. I wanted him to notice, not my weight, but my sadness. He didn't. He just smiled weakly and said, "Keep studying hard, okay? Make me proud." When he left, I cried. Years passed. I finished school and came back home, hoping maybe things would be better. But when Clara saw me, she forced a smile and said, "Oh, Laura, you're back. The room upstairs is ready for you." Her tone was cold. I could tell she didn't want me there. Dad tried to talk to me, but we were strangers now. He'd ask how school was. I'd give short answers. The connection we once had was gone. The only person who made me feel alive again was Jaden. He was full of energy and laughter. "Laura, let's play," he'd shout, running around the house. I helped him with homework, told him bedtime stories, and we became close. But Clara didn't like that. One day, I heard her whispering to Jaden in the kitchen, "You know, Laura doesn't really like you. She's just pretending." Jaden looked confused. "But she plays with me, Mommy." Clara sighed, acting hurt. "She's jealous of you, sweetheart. You're Daddy's favorite now." From that day, Jaden changed. He stopped coming to my room. He avoided me. And one afternoon, I heard him cry from the hallway. When I rushed in, I saw a bruise on his arm. "Jaden, what happened?" I asked. Before he could answer, Clara walked in and yelled, "What did you do to him?" "What? I didn't—" "Don't lie," she screamed. "You've hated him since he was born." Dad came running. "What's going on?" "She pushed him," Clara cried, pretending to shake. Dad looked at me, angry. "Laura, is that true?" "No, Dad, I swear." Before I could finish, he slapped me. I froze. He slapped me. He looked shocked the moment he did it. His hand shook. "Laura," he whispered. I didn't mean—" Tears filled my eyes. I ran upstairs, packed a small bag, and locked myself in my room. A week later, he came in quietly and said, "You'll be staying with Grandma Grace for a while. It'll be good for you." I didn't argue. I just nodded. When I arrived at Grandma's house, she hugged me tightly. "My sweet Laura," she said, "you're safe here." For the first time in years, I felt peace. Grandma was my mom's mother, and she loved me deeply. She used to tell me stories about my mom, how kind she was, how she never gave up on people. "You're just like her," she'd say, smiling. She introduced me to something that changed my life, an online tech business. She showed me how to buy and sell gadgets, and later how to build digital services for small companies. At first, I didn't understand much, but Grandma kept saying, "Just learn, Laura. This world is changing. You'll thank me later." She was right. When I went to college, I kept growing the business. I studied technology and business management. Within a few years, my company became one of the biggest in the country. I became a millionaire, then a billionaire. Grandma cried tears of joy the day we renovated her home. Dad and I didn't speak anymore. Grandma told me he was still with Clara and that things between them weren't good. But I didn't ask. I didn't want to reopen old wounds. Then one day, I met Sam. He was kind, humble, and funny. He came from an old money family, but he never showed off. The first time he saw me, he said, "You're not like most people I've met. You look like someone who's been through fire but came out shining." We started dating. He treated me with love and respect, something I hadn't felt in a long time. After a few years, he proposed, and I said yes. But just when life felt perfect, I got a call one night. It was Jaden. His voice trembled. "Laura, Dad is sick. And Mom, she left. She took all the money and left us." I couldn't believe it. I booked a flight the same night. When I saw Dad, he was thin and weak. He looked older than I remembered. When he saw me, tears filled his eyes. "Laura," he whispered, "you came." "Of course, Dad," I said. "I'll always come." I paid his hospital bills, stayed with him, and helped Jaden settle. That's when I learned everything. After I left home, Clara kept mistreating Jaden. She'd beat him, starve him, then cry in front of Dad, saying he was always sick. She made Dad remove my name from all inheritance papers and give everything to Jaden. One day, Dad saw bruises on Jaden and confronted her. "What's going on, Clara?" he asked. She started shouting, "You always think I'm the problem. Maybe you should go back to your precious daughter." When he refused to argue, she made him sign divorce papers, saying she couldn't live with a man who didn't trust her. Then she ran away with a man named Victor. When Dad realized what had happened, he collapsed in the living room and was rushed to the hospital. That's when Jaden called me. As he recovered, he cried and said, "I failed you, Laura. I believed lies. I held his hand." "It's okay, Dad. What matters is you're here now." I forgave him. After he left the hospital, he moved in with me and Grandma. Slowly, we became a family again. Then one morning, we got a call from the police. They said they were reopening Mom's accident case. My heart pounded. When we arrived, the officer said, "We found new evidence. The driver who caused the crash was drunk. His name was Victor." My world stopped. The same Victor who ran away with Clara. The officer continued. Clara was in the car with him. After the accident, she found out the victim was your mother, Jane. She panicked, but later met your father, and the rest. Well, you know. Dad's face went pale. She killed Jane? She didn't mean to, the officer said, but she hid it. Everything that followed, the marriage, the lies, it was all to cover it up. When Clara was arrested, she didn't cry. She said coldly, "I did love your father, but I hated you, Laura. Everything revolved around you." I looked at her and said quietly, "You didn't destroy me, Clara. You just made me stronger." Victor died in a car accident while trying to escape. Karma caught up. Jaden and I visited Clara in prison. She sat there staring at the wall. "Mom," Jaden whispered, "why did you do it?" She just said, Because your father never loved me enough. We both forgave her, not for her, but for ourselves. Months later, Sam and I got married. Dad walked me down the aisle, his eyes full of tears. "You've made me proud, my daughter," he said. "We have 3 beautiful children now. Every Christmas, we visit Mom's grave. Me, Sam, Dad, Jaden, and the kids. We bring flowers, sit together, and thank her for watching over us. I look at my family and realize love can hurt, betrayal can break you, but forgiveness can heal even the deepest wounds. That's my story, not one of pain, but one of peace. If you loved this story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos, more stories of love, heartbreak, and redemption.